Yeah. D White, Heartboxing, what up? Look, welcome to Heartboxing, where you gon' find the right match. Pain and Miss Poker put you on the right path. You gon' find what you want. Miss Right is waiting, or Mr. Right is waiting for a conversation. Y'all can hit a movie, have dinner and talk. A night out on the town, we can find a spark. You ain't looking for the one to have fun for the night. You looking for the real thing, and that's the love of your life. D White.
Episode 5.
Yes. Episode 5. This is where all the hard work pays off because we get a recap. But before we even get into that, right? Before we get to any of this, and y'all know from the Sparring Minds, I like to knock shit over every now and then. Right? I got a bone to pick with y'all because for the past 3 episodes, everybody been letting me do these damn shows with a do-rag on my damn head like I ain't got no home training. What the hell's wrong with y'all? No one said nothing. No, you didn't say nothing. The people watching didn't say nothing. The guests didn't say nothing. What the hell's wrong with y'all? So just for continuity purposes, I'm going to keep it on today.
You know what?
From now on, if I got a do-rag on, someone say something in the comments. Jesus.
I was wondering why Yas went and got a haircut and then kept on the do-rag. I'm like, oh, he wants to be so women. Exactly, man. It is his fault. Anyway.
Nah, man. They got to tell me because, after a while, you got the do-rag on, they feel comfortable. But that's beside the point. So back to y'all, right? Welcome back to another edition of Heartboxing. We are on episode 5. So
5.
Our season is a bridge gap between seasons for the Sparring Minds, our brother program, right? So we're only 6 weeks, but it feels like we've been on a real journey these 6 weeks with these contestants and these choosers, as we like to call them now, persons of interest. Thank you, Coach Law, for that term.
Yes.
We've talked about dating topics with them. We've played games to match make them. And we've sent them out for lovely nights on the town to our sponsor, Grace by Nia.
We're excited to announce that Grace by Nia is the official sponsor of the Heartboxing podcast. Grace by Nia, where soul meets the seaport. Be sure to check them out at one of their 2 locations, one in Boston Seaport District and the other at the Foxwoods Casino.
Yes.
So fabulous.
Yes. And if you haven't been there, I say it once, I say it a million times. If you haven't been to Grace by Nia by now, the fuck is you doing with your life? The food's great. The atmosphere is great. You'll hear great music. Get your ass down there. Quick.
Shout out to my man. He acted up at Grace by Nia. I was like,
oh, really?
yeah, that was. Oh, mind your business. All right, let's jump into it.
Yes. So last time we last week we spoke to Sparks, but the week before we set Tori and Cal, aka Mr. Blue, up on a night on the town, and they're back today for a recap. So let's welcome back Miss Tori.
Hi, Miss Tori.
Hi.
And also, so we did ladies first, so now let's welcome back Mr. Blue, aka Cal.
Hi, Cal.
Hello.
Your hearts too.
All right, so y'all went on a date to Grace by Nia. We're not going to get the recap just yet. We're going to make the people wait and stew in their own juices, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have a dating topic that we want to discuss, and I'm going to have Poker talk about it real quick. But before we do that, we got another ad to run, and it's only fitting that it's Poker's business.
Renea's Vision is an event planning service that specializes in designing events big or small, from intimate to corporate events. Owned and operated by Marquise, also known as Polka, alongside her children. The main goal is to bring their clients' vision to life, and they do not disappoint. You can inquire and follow Renea's Vision on Facebook and on Instagram at Renea's_vision.
Yes, amazing.
Well, now I know who to go to for the kids' parties.
Absolutely.
For all the parties,
All
for
parties.
the kids, everything.
Yes, because she definitely had for our oldest daughter's birthday, had my damn living room looking like a Middle Eastern princess's room. I was going through curtains every damn day, going to the damn refrigerator.
And then years ago, it was breakfast at Tiffany's. But anyways.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yes. Yep. Never mind that. Hold on. Can we just rewind for 1 second? This past weekend, everybody, the red carpet event for the All Love movie for our brother
Charles Jones, aka Charlie Hustle.
It was absolutely amazing. Thank you, Charles, for hiring me as the event planner. Not only was the decor beautiful, but everyone who came, showed up, showed out, was gorgeous. I mean, everybody took it serious. It was amazing. The movie was dope. So, yes, nothing but blessings to him. And that's just the beginning, you guys.
Great movie, well written. The actors, there was a guy, shout out to all the actors in the movie, right? But one of the actors, Will Daughtry, didn't even want to do it, and he did an outstanding job, and he got a future in this, believe me. So y'all keep an eye out for All Love. It was great. And on a side note, I told y'all red carpet Gretzky's something different than what you used to. You know, the black and gold jacket. You know, I warned them. I was like, yo, I'm coming to bust y'all ass. Y'all better be sharp. I'm telling you. Right. And my brothers, Maine had the ascot. Hightower had, and shout out to Hightower. He's the voice of all of our ads, basically. I think it's up one. But he had the tux, you know, Sammy came dapper, and Chuck with the forest green joint. Everybody looked amazing, women and
I saw the pictures. You all looked fantastic.
Thank you. I had my J-Lo dress.
Yes. Real.
All
So,
right, guys.
you know, now that we got all that stuff out the way, now, Polka, let's give them this topic and let's get into it.
So I thought it was fitting. What's up, Mike? I thought it was fitting that we pose this question for our audience and you guys. What are telltale signs that there will be a second date?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is a tough one because guys know right away. Like, so women might have to feel us out a little more. So I feel like guys know right away.
So we normally do ladies first all the time, right? Because we're the queens, you know, it's only right. But I want the male's perspective on this first. And Cal is only blacked out because his screen on his phone broke yesterday, unfortunately. But instead of making him look like a witness in the back, his camera's just off. So, yes, I will go with you. What is a telltale sign that there will be a second date?
For me personally, if the vibes are like immaculate and the energy isn't forced, that's, you know, for me, that it doesn't really take much. So that would grant a second date for me.
Absolutely.
So when you say the energy isn't forced, what's something like? Give us an example of one time you might have felt some forced energy.
Just like fishing for anything to talk about. Like yesterday, everything was real fluid and just rolling. It wasn't really nothing like, you know, reaching for the trees and having to, you know, guess on what to talk about.
Okay. Well, let's not give too many details. You know,
my fault.
No, that's all right. That was perfect. You gave him a little tease, like, oh wait, what was they talking about? All right, so let them wonder. All right, cool. So, yeah, I mean, from the male's perspective, I feel the same way Cal does. So men are visual creatures, right? So our first indicator is how does she dress for this date? Like if you've planned the date and you let her know what y'all are doing, if you're like going to a very nice restaurant where you need to dress up and she shows up in jeans and sneakers, that might be a red flag, an indicator, you know? And then like he said, the feeling like you have to reach for stuff, you don't want to do that either.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that answer was great. Tori.
Honestly, I feel the same way. As far as like the energy is not being forced.
Yeah.
You know, if there's a consistent back and forth and we're not just like pausing to find something to, you know, like Hal says, to find something to talk about, usually that's a good indicator. But at the same time, like I'm a woman and I overthink, so the vibe could be right and he could just be like, yeah, you cool as a friend, you know what I'm saying, but we'll think something completely different. So as a woman, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna just ask, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask. So how do you feel about having a second date? I'm gonna ask.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not in the art of waiting. I'm not in the art of wasting anyone's time. I don't like my time being wasted. If I like where the vibe is heading, I would definitely ask, like, so how would you feel about having a second date? Right. You know, towards the end of the night, and you know that's his option to say yes or no at that point. So I'm very straightforward, and I respect straightforwardness coming back to me. Even if the energy is cool, you know, it could be romantic or it could be platonic. So asking is a straightforward for me.
That definitely eliminates the guessing. You don't want to be guessing, right?
No,
exactly.
Wasting people's time. Rich said, "I'm a big person on energy. You can feel if there is synergy between you and the conversation just free flows. We're grown. We know what we want." That's very true.
Well, I agree, but I feel like women are a little bit more complex than that, and that's why I said like I'll just ask because I got high anxiety. I don't want to guess nothing. Just tell me what it is.
Yep.
And let's not assume that all adults know what they want, because every adult don't know what the hell they want. But for the most part, like you said, if we're grown and we're emotionally intelligent enough, like or mature enough, we know what we want.
Right.
So, Poker, what about you? You asked the question, now you get to answer it.
Yeah, so for me, for a second date, I definitely agree with you guys with energy and flow of conversation, but also like how he's a gentleman on that date. You know, how he shows the respect for me while we're on that date. Opening the doors, pulling out the chairs, holding my hand, putting me on the inside. You know, those things account for a lot of his actions that are just unsaid, that I evaluate like, okay, I dig it, you know. But if those things aren't automatic for him, they don't feel natural, I could take away the nervousness of it, but it's like, damn, dude, okay, you fumbling everywhere. Maybe I got to kind of make him feel a little bit more comfortable, but if it's a little off, I'm not going to probably go for a second date, you know, because those type of things should come natural when you know you're dating.
Right.
So, yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, so if your first date goes well, right, and then your second date goes horrible, do you give them a third date to see if maybe they just had an off night?
I think I'd give a third.
I'll give a third date.
I give a third date.
What about you, Cal?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I don't know if he can hear us, or he got his mic muted.
Where you at, Cal?
Uh-oh. We lost his sound. Well, we'll come back. We'll circle back to that. But I kind of want to start getting into this recap. But before we get into the recap, let's run another ad from another one of our sponsors.
The truth is, there's not many women-owned florists in the greater Boston area. So we definitely have to get out there and support. Lovely Leaves Arrangements is Black owned and has been servicing the community for years. Professional, punctual, and dependable. Check out their reviews on Google. Visit lovelyleavesarrangements.com and view their spectacular array of bouquets, wedding arrangements, plants, sympathy arrangements, and much more. Inspired by beauty, made with love.
And we have with us
Lovely
the
Lee.
CEO, the owner, Miss Lee herself.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Yes,
we
we
hear you
can.
nicely. And
Nice.
so just so you know, I don't know if you guys know, you had an arrangement at your table last night, and this is the young lady that makes those arrangements. So please feel free to hit her up on Instagram and all that and make your orders. And she has a website. So
Absolutely.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
so Lee,
Thank you guys.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nope, I was just gonna say thank you for having me on.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Absolutely.
I wanted to have you on earlier, but real quick, I just wanted to get into. So you know, so the name Payne Gretzky. Pain comes from short for pain in the ass, because when I'm on top of something, I'm on top of it. So I get on people's nerves. So I was checking in with Lee about the arrangements, and she already had. Before she even heard the episode, when you said sunflowers were your favorite, she already had it picked out.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely. Pays attention.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
But what goes into your arrangements? Like when you make them, is it just a thought and you just go, or is it something you've seen before and you're just trying to put your own spin on it?
So it's like a combination of all of that, but mainly it's truly what I feel, right? So when you had asked me a while back, I was going back and forth like, what am I going to do? Am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? And it was just certain things that came to me, and sunflowers was one of them. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do a sunflower bouquet. And so then with that, I just have different envisions and different things come to me as far as energy and everything else. And I was like, okay. So then when you contacted me and you said, I think her favorite flowers are sunflowers, I was like, yes, I'm on the right track. So it's literally just the feeling that I get. I can't really explain it. I just really go with the flow, whatever I'm given. And I love when people allow me to just freestyle and do whatever it is that I'm feeling, because you get the better results, because it's just whatever's in me. I just go with the flow as far as crafting. And it's okay to be very specific too, but when I'm able to just do my own flow and just go with my own craft, it comes out exactly what it is. So
Beautiful.
Well, I wanted to have you on tonight so that Tori and Cal could both give their thoughts on the arrangement, because I had to reel Tori in because I seen some statuses going up last night. I'm like, she about to give too many details.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody gonna be listening today. You know what I mean? So I knew she liked the flower part. When I seen that, I'm like, all right, cool. That's all I need to know about the date. I don't want to hear nothing else. I wanted to.
Oh, hold on. Wait a second. He's lying. He was gonna sneak up to Grace by Nia.
Don't go hiding.
Get your ass back.
Get your ass
Don't
back.
go hiding.
Get your ass back here. He said, I feel like I'm gonna go sneak up there. I said, no.
Right.
What the hell?
I got yelled at by you and my lady. They both told me no.
Good.
No.
Good. Because I would have felt away.
Oh, come
I
on.
wouldn't have went down there, because the minute I would have seen traffic, I would have been like, yeah, let me go back to Brockton.
Okay.
But yeah, so Tori, what were your thoughts on the arrangement? And I don't know how it was set up. I didn't go down there at all, so I don't know how it was set up.
So I don't want to. Can I talk about how it was set up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It wasn't on the table, so he brought it out for me.
Okay.
And I'm a very big energy person. Roses are the highest energy of flowers, and then sunflowers is just my favorite flower. I love the way they smell. I love the way they look. I love the way they bright up the space.
Sorry, y'all. I don't even know how to mute this.
I love the way they brought up the place. So sunflowers are my favorite flowers, and just the way the arrangement. I was smitten, and
Oh,
stop it.
she was enamored. She was
Enamored.
enamored. Look at her.
I'm glad. Well, that makes me feel good. I'm glad you
I
enjoyed
love
them.
the bouquet was beautiful.
Thank you.
I immediately I'm like my mother. Energy is a big thing for us as well,
Mhm.
and depending on who it's coming from, shut up, Phaedra. Depending on who it's from is how we will take care of that. You know, so like you can have somebody that brings you flowers, but you know that they just don't mean well. They're just trying to butter you up, and we'll sit there and plop them on the table and let them die.
Yeah.
But it was just everything was so beautiful. I immediately like had my, I buy flowers for myself in general, so I always do the stuff for the care of it, so at least they'll last more than 7 days.
Right.
Okay.
And I immediately, when I got in the house, I took care of that before I even washed my makeup off. So,
Oh,
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
those are good eye rolls.
Yeah.
So Cal, your thoughts on when they came out? I know I didn't give you guys. I gave you guys no inclination that there was going to be flowers there. But,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what were your thoughts?
I mean, I love that touch for her. You know, it just added a special element to the date, and it was just like so perfect because she said that her favorite flowers were sunflowers and roses. So that was just a nice, perfect touch.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Chuck said that he thought she was a gangster.
y'all not going to be coming for me tonight, okay?
Listen,
All right,
y'all
so
make you laugh and smile.
for sure. But Lee, we thank you. You started the date off great with that. And I'm sure it just went up from there. We're about to get the recap. I don't know if you want to stick around to hear about it or if you want to just tune in from the back or what, but pause. Whoa.
Yeah,
But,
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was real crazy.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to tune in from backstage, pause, or what, but we're going to get the recap from them and hear about how everything else went if you want to stick around.
Sure. I'll probably play the background, but you guys are very welcome. I'm glad that they did what they were meant to do. So I'm glad you enjoyed them, and thank you guys.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Backstage, and we
Yes.
thank you again for the roses and the sunflowers. Look forward to you providing them for date number 2 on Sunday.
Absolutely.
That was Lovely Lee of Lovely Lee's Arrangements, one of our vendors. So now the cat's out of the bag. You'll get a date, and there'll be flowers there waiting. So if anybody, or I did see Sparks tuned in, so he'll know that they're there for his date coming up on Sunday. But yeah, so now it's time for the moment everyone's waiting for. It's time for the recap. So now, first, let me just remind everybody that this episode is brought to you by Grace by Nia. Grace by Nia, where Soul meets the Seaport. You can catch them on IG at Grace by Nia or at Grace by Nia Foxwoods. And that's on Instagram again. But yeah, so now let's get into this recap. Where should we start? Let's start on the arrival, right? So, Cal, when you were there, right? Because well, no, let's let you tell it. Go ahead.
Back.
Start from the beginning, from when you got there.
I mean, so when I got there, you know, it's on the 3rd floor, so I just went to the 3rd floor. I told them I'm here with Heartboxing podcast. The guy gave me the flowers, and then he asked if I wanted to be seated. I was like, yeah. And then I just watched everything set up for real. Like, I got there, I think, probably at like 6:50, 6:45, something like that. So I watched, you know, the performers get ready and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right. So Tori, upon your entrance, what were you feeling or thinking as you got
I
there?
was already upset because I was late as hell.
Goddamn Boston traffic.
Yo, no, on top of traffic, it was also my fault because I thought that the time was 7:30. So I was trying to like maneuver that time, but then when I looked and then I realized that it was 7 and I was already behind, I'm like, crap.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started heading there and then was stuck in Dedham for 15 minutes. So that was just, I was already like, this is not going the way that I planned for it to go. But it was when I got there, he greeted me and it was a beautiful space and yeah.
Hold on,
Now,
wait.
was the greeting a handshake or a hug?
It wasn't a handshake. It wasn't a handshake. So
it was a hug.
like he stood up, like
Uh-huh.
he greeted. So
Okay.
he was a
I'm being
perfect
nosy.
gentleman.
Okay. What do you smell like, girl? What do you smell like?
Girl.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Come on, this is the recap.
Stop it. Nah, he smelled delicious.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, so we got a question from Phaedra for Tori real quick before we go to Cal. What did you wear?
Yes.
I had a black jumpsuit, like a slacks jumpsuit, with like sheer sleeves and some black shoes.
All right. So, Cal, with her describing what she wore, what were your thoughts when she first walked in?
I mean, she looked beautiful coming in. Nothing less than what I expected.
Okay.
Love this.
So,
I wish Cal's camera worked.
Oh my God!
I need to see all his reactions. Oh, I'll take the cloudy Cal. Hold on, wait. Put it on. I'm fucking with you.
He was very understanding about me being late. We were in communication still, so I definitely let him know like this is what was going on, and I definitely, kept up with my time. So I wasn't. I definitely made sure to communicate what was going on. So.
Yeah, so that took away the jitters for you, Cal, when she was like updating you.
Yeah, but I'm naturally like a shy, nervous person, so I was still nervous regardless.
Yeah, palms were sweaty,
knees weak,
arms were heavy.
Mom spaghetti. Hold on.
Oh shoot.
Charles
must be on my back tonight. I don't like this for him,
Love is dope, Chuck. Love is
dope for real. But so she mentioned what you smell like, Cal. How did she smell? Because that just as big as it is for women with how a man's scent is, it's just as big with us. So
yeah, she smelled good. I mean, like everything was good, for her. No complaints. Okay. We both smoked good.
Okay. Now, I know some people gatekeepers about their scents. Do y'all want to share what scent y'all might have had on, or?
Oh no, I'll give. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you can go.
Okay, now I'll give
them. They're compromising.
I'll give game. I mean, I had on Polo, the blue bottle, so.
Okay. That's a good go-to.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to mix my scents. So I had on Burberry Brit and a little Versace. I can't remember the name of it. It's in my purse. It's Versace something.
Now that's interesting because like perfumes and colognes react to different people's like scent
pheromones. Yeah.
So like when you mix them, that's like even crazier mix. You know what I mean? Like it's something
and I also oil my skin too. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Cal said,
You got to. You got to.
She is glistening.
Mhm.
Summertime. This is all shimmery. Shimmery.
Okay.
I love this.
All right, so we got past the appearance and what you guys thought when you first saw each other, right? So now we get to, first of all, Grace by Nia is a beautiful place, right? What did y'all think of the atmosphere? Like, what were you impressed? Had you been there before, or is this both your first times going there?
You can go.
Okay. Shut up. Because I know Charles is about to say something. So let me just get that out the way. Shut up. The atmosphere was really beautiful. Like I like the whole vibe of it, the whole blues, jazz feeling of it. Was spectacular. The people that performed were amazing. And just it was very it was entertaining and intimate at the same time. So it was really nice.
Nice.
So clearly
Talking trash.
the whole cast of Spar Minds is on your back tonight.
Right now.
Yo, this is insane.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
No, but so this is great because this is exactly what I envisioned when we set this up. So Polka, you got anything like you want to dive into?
Yeah, so when you guys had sat down and you got beyond the greeting and when you're actually watching the entertainment, right? Are you just in the flow of it in the moment, or are you conversing? Like, what was that? What did that part feel like if it happened?
We was really doing a mixture of both. You know, we didn't want to overly talk to each other, and we didn't want to, pay too much attention to the people that were performing. I felt like it was a great balance between both.
I love that.
And then Cal, I don't think we got your opinion on the vibe of Grace by Nia. And was this your first time being there?
Yeah, that was my first time being there last night. It was beautiful in there. I seen a lot of clips and reels and stuff like that on social media, so definitely lived up to my expectations.
Okay.
Nice. So this is a great setup to have Grace by Nia as our sponsor. To get them as a sponsor was unbelievable. And to allow the people that are point of interest with the choosers to go out and have this spectacular time in such a beautiful place, atmosphere, which is Black owned, is amazing. So,
yeah. Shout out to my brother, Val Beats, one of the three guys that taught me how to DJ, and his lovely wife, my sister-in-law, Nia. They looked out for us when I told them, the basis of this podcast. They were all but too happy to help out and, get on board with it. And imagine like being a part of a love story where people end up getting married forever, and you're responsible for their first date. Like, that's crazy. So, but yeah, so we got to the atmosphere. We got what you guys thought of each other when you saw each other. Now, my favorite part is the food.
Right.
Yes.
How was the food? What did y'all order? Because the food at Grace is incredible. So,
ladies first.
Y'all are killing me. So we got the deviled eggs, and then I got the lobster mac and cheese, and he got the carrot cake, chicken and waffles.
wait.
And the crazy thing was, I was debating between the carrot cake, chicken and waffles, and the lobster mac and cheese, but I mostly eat seafood, so I just went with the mac and cheese. And the food was just it's such an elevated take on soul food. And I love to cook, and I kind of like to elevate the things that I cook at home. So like, even like at home, like me and my kids, we get like, I try to give them like fine dining experiences, like with the plating, right? So it was very for it to be soul food. It was just really beautiful and elevated, and it tasted amazing. Like I just ate the rest of my macaroni today.
I love it.
Yeah,
So-
man. The food last night was great. Definitely filling, which that part I definitely enjoyed. And like you said, I had the carrot cake, chicken, and waffle, which was like a weird combination, but it caught my eye.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of carrot cake, but I'll eat some chicken and waffles, and I'd be intrigued too. So
I've had the deviled eggs, and they are bomb.
Appreciate you, Charles.
I need more. Oh, he's
yeah.
Runs in the
Not
blood.
the Notebook. We're gonna leave you alone, Tori.
Y'all better leave me the hell alone.
It's only because we can only see your face. Because I promise you, he's grinning from ear to ear.
Yeah,
Draw yourself.
you can draw it. So we got the appetizer, we got the main course. So what was the dessert that you guys ordered?
We didn't get no dessert.
We didn't. My meal was damn near dessert.
Yeah, I'm not a sweets person like that. So, we did look at the dessert menu. Well, at least I looked at it, and I just everything. We probably should have tried it, but I'm just not a sweets person. So
Y'all damn sure should have tried it because it's included in your meal. So why not?
Hold on, wait. Did you taste some of his, and Cal? Did you taste some of hers?
no.
Nah, I don't eat seafood.
Oh, okay.
Are you allergic or you just don't eat it?
Nah, I just don't eat it.
Oh, okay. That was me for a while. So.
And I'm not one to pick off of somebody's plate.
Yeah,
So,
especially not in the beginning.
Especially not in the beginning, but normally I just don't like. If you offer it, yeah, but I'm not one to be like, oh, let me try it. Like,
okay.
Normally, when my taste buds is set on something, that's just what it is for me. So
yeah, you wanted all that lobster man.
I gotta try that because I don't remember the last time I went to Grace in November. I don't remember if they had that on the menu.
They had a nice size, like big piece of fried lobster on top, and it was really good.
Yeah, you're right, Sammy.
Well, you said it was fried lobster? Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a big piece of fried lobster on top of the mac and cheese.
Oh.
And there's like bits of lobster in the mac and cheese as well, but that big, nice piece, it was a good piece, so definitely worth it.
Okay.
Love it.
Nice.
Wait.
So, no, I'm just thinking I'm gonna have to make a trip there next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Double day.
Right. So, all right. So we went through the food and everything. Were you guys there? Did the band start playing before you guys were done, or how did that go? The entertainment, because it's usually really good entertainment.
Yeah, I think we was there almost until the very end. We was definitely there for the last performance.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And then they just, the band itself, they just kept, playing a little background music, and then we left.
Okay.
Nice.
So-
So did you hold hands in the seaport?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh God, y'all just made her freaking weak.
Listen, they know. They took notes.
Holding hands in the seaport. Jesus Christ.
Beautiful summer night, water, stars.
Well, when we sat down and waited for the Uber, and when we got in the Uber, we held hands because my phone died, so I couldn't order my Uber. So he made sure that I got home safely.
Okay.
Love this.
See that boy was raised right.
You know it.
Uh-huh. See?
Oh my gosh.
God gets to the whole hands, huh, Cal?
Hold
No,
on, wait.
Sammy. Wait, everybody else is on Tori's back. And normally Sammy would be one of the ones on her back. He's the one giving good compliments.
I appreciate it.
A good first date memory. Oh, here he go. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Always. Here he go. Always got to be him.
Don't answer that.
We're not.
He was a perfect gentleman. He was a perfect gentleman.
That's the perfect answer for it. Okay. So my next question is: did you guys do anything else down there? Because Seaport, there's Kings, there's Putt Shack. They got that new go-kart place down there. There's some other stuff. Like I still haven't seen everything in Seaport yet. So.
Yeah, me either.
Well, I'm assuming because I got there so late that we had dinner, but we had a great time at dinner.
Yeah, you guys closed the restaurant. What is Chuck saying?
She changed her ringtone to "Here Comes the Bride."
What? Leave her alone.
Yeah, we about to block Sammy.
We're about to block him. He said, "What was breakfast like?"
He was fined for 75% of the episode, and now the real little comes out. But
somebody got a troll.
Right, exactly. So, I guess the next question on everybody's mind is: will there be a date number 2?
Yeah, for sure. She asked me last night, and I was like, "Yeah."
Okay. Well, she did tell us that she does not mind asking, so that's Hey, I applaud that for sure because sometimes we're left guessing and we have to ask her.
I just wanted him to say it out loud so everybody can hear that there's gonna be a second date.
Okay. Cool.
This is great.
This is great. This is our first date that we set up, and it's gone great. Date number 2 is on Sunday, but y'all have already set the bar high. I'm loving it.
Really have.
And we will probably have y'all on for some future episodes in season 2 that we're going to start casting for. But we do have one more segment that we want to have y'all sit in on, and that's Focus Perspective. Oh, wait, I just seen a really important question.
What?
Did y'all take a pic or pics? Because I definitely need those so I can create a reel, put it on the social media for everybody to experience what y'all experienced. Because we all live vicariously through everybody else's social media, right?
Say you did.
Technically, yeah.
So y'all took a pic together. Did y'all take pictures of the food, the atmosphere?
Nah. When we got in the, I ain't gonna lie. Like I seen your message too, but when we got to the table, everything like literally just like left my mind, and we was just vibing and talking and enjoying the night that we forgot ourselves to take pictures. But when we got in the ride, the dude was like, "Oh, y'all look beautiful. Let me take a picture." He took a picture of us and then printed it out on some little machine he got, but she got it though.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? I'll take that because if a date is that good that you forget to take pictures, that is great. I love it. All right, let's get into this Focus Perspective.
All right, right into it. So my question that I'm posing today is: trust earned or given in a relationship, and why?
Oh, I like that question.
You like it? So, Kat, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So for me personally, I'll give you 100% of my trust until you give me a reason, you feel me, not to, or until you give me a reason to take some back.
And so how much is it that you'll take back, or you just don't go down to zero? Do you like do it in increments?
Yeah, because like everyone's not perfect. So in a relationship, people are bound to, make mistakes or mess up. It just depends on how big the mistake or the mess up is.
Preach.
Real talk.
Preach, cause
real talk.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump the gun here and say that it is earned because with my lady, I'm earning it back now because I screwed it up while we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't cheat or anything like that, but like I screwed it up still, and I earned it back, and I'm still earning it back. And I definitely say it's earned. No one just gives. I don't think anyone in this day and age just gives trust like that. Like you kind
Cal
of.
said he gives it.
I
He
mean,
gives the trust 100%.
until someone breaks it, yeah, I guess so. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and say earned because of that situation that happened.
Got you. And I love this whole my lady, like,
Yo, you gotta relax.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Oh God.
All right, Tori. Given or earned?
I give it first. I think that when relationship starts, we're already giving so much. We're giving them our time and our energy, and later on down the line, we're giving our bodies. So you're already clearly giving, 100% trust in these people to handle you with care. And I feel like when there's discussions of like non-negotiables and things like that, and you choose to break that even after having those discussions, then that's when trust is being taken away. So I definitely give it. I'm gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself, so don't hang yourself.
So don't hang yourself. Yeah. So for me, mine's is almost both, because I'm gonna give you my trust. And you also have to earn it within that time. So I'm going to be watching, right? How everything moves, how the communication is, things that are hidden or open. It's almost a little bit of everything that everyone said. So Cal would always be on a scale of, I'm going to give it and it's earned at the same time, but I'm going to take it away in increments, but not bring it automatically down to zero.
So wait, you start off at 100%, right? You give them all your trust.
Mm-hmm.
You catch them in a small white lie. You knock them down to what, 80% of your trust?
No, see, small it's such a catchy thing, right? When you actually talk about it. Thank you, Cam. But that's why I said for me it's both, because you give the trust, right? Because you want to be open with this person. You don't want to have them caught up in your past traumas, right? So you give them your full trust, but also at the same time, you're making sure that they're earning that trust that you're giving, that you give to them.
Right.
Okay.
You get it? So like a small white lie, it's dependent. I'm not gonna, because you said, oh, I got off of work. I usually get off of work at 2:00, and then later on that day, you're like, I did get off at 2. Well, you normally call me at 2:00, and now you're not calling me till 8. And little stuff like that will make you say, okay, but am I going to automatically bring you from 100 to an 80 because of that? Nah, I'm not going to do that. But if it's continuous, if it's consistent, it's like, yeah, I got to pull back.
Well, see, so now comes this argument. And I don't want to have us go down a rabbit hole, but we still got some time left, so let's go there. You get people that say if they lie about something small, what else will they lie about? So
that's true.
You catch them in a white lie, and you say someone jumps the gun, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't trust you at all now." Is that fault? Can you fault them for that?
No, you just control what you can control.
Mm-hmm. That's my number one thing. You let everybody be who they are.
Everybody has free will, and you are free to tell me the truth or you're free to lie to me. But how I choose to navigate my relationship with you from that point on is now up to my discretion. For me, a white lie is a lie, period. And if I'm being an open and honest person with you, I'm expecting that in return. It is an expectation of mine because I choose to be open with people. So if you get out of work at 2 o'clock and decide to go somewhere else and just be like, oh, we got out of work late, you're lying to me.
Mhm.
There's no such thing as a little white lie to me. Like, you're lying, period.
Yeah, a lie is a lie.
Mhm. Mhm.
So a lie will, will I stick around? It depends. I'm somebody that'll weigh out the pros and the cons of my relationship. But will it be hard for me to trust you just from what you think is a little lie? Absolutely.
Mhm. Now, do you think that is due to like situations and relationships that you've been in before, where it's like a no tolerance, non-negotiable for you to allow anyone that bit of grace of it, or has that always been you across the board?
That's always been me across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like even small lies end up being bigger situations in the end. Like even down to childhood stuff and things with my own family and things like that. Like, you didn't have to lie about that shit. Like, now it's a bigger problem because you
Mm-hmm.
lied to me and then you've lied to me for 30 years. Like,
Yeah.
so it's just in general. Like, I just, the worst you can, like, I feel like recovering from the truth is a lot easier than recovering from a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you've lied to me about certain things for so long and then I find out about it afterwards, now, especially for someone like me who has high anxiety and overthinks about everything, now I'm going to go back to all of those things that probably don't even matter, but they matter now because you lied to me.
Yeah, because now you'll start thinking about all these variables. Like, wait, was that part of the lie too, or was
But
Right.
that
see,
Like,
part of
oh,
the
see,
you get out of work at 2 o'clock, and then now you're all of a sudden you're getting out at 5. But then I'm finding out that you're not getting out of work at 5. You're getting out at 2 and going and hanging out and doing other things. Do you not want to spend time with me? Why don't you want to come home? Like,
Yeah, it just
I will
opened
go
up.
down
it's
the
true.
rabbit
It
hole.
opens. Yes, it opens a door, but sometimes it's innocent. So that's why I said that example along the small white lies. But I understand, how small lies lead to bigger lies, and that's true, right? But I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of us, and reason why I even pose this question with us even doing this heart boxing dating show, right? We've all been in situations where we carry the baggage from past things, right? And there's so much unpacking that we need to do for ourselves to be able to allow ourselves to move forward and take away the anxiety that we have and the overthinking and put some
Hmm.
trust back into loving a person or even allowing them to love you the way you're supposed to,
Right.
you know?
All right.
So, but that was all dope answers. I love the conversation, you guys.
Sure.
This is crazy. It's like almost the last episode. Like,
Yeah, we got
what?
one more for this season, and it's crazy that you say that because now we're casting for season 2.
Yes,
And for those that were on the bubble or scared to come on, look at what coming on and like just swallowing your pride and your fears did for these two. They're about to go on date number 2. I don't know if we're gonna get updates on that, but for all those that are on the line, take a look at this.
If you or someone you know would like to be a participant or a vendor of the Heartboxing podcast, please contact us at theheartboxingpodcast@gmail.com or on Instagram at the Heartboxing Podcast.
So season 2 is coming. If
Mm-hmm.
y'all want to be on the show, make sure y'all hit us up either by email at theheartboxingpodcast@gmail.com or on Instagram at theheartboxingpodcast. And yeah, season 2 is gonna be dope because look at how
Yes,
season
it
1
is.
started off.
Yes.
So
So for Tori and Cal, I might have something in the books for you guys, especially since you're saying a second date. So I will keep you posted because Coach Law has presented an opportunity to me, and I would like to extend it to you guys. So I will give you more details once her and I talk further. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see you guys in person if it all pans out.
Yeah.
And he's as tall as he says he is.
Oh
And
yeah.
climbing
Oh,
the tree.
I already knew. I knew he wasn't lying because I'm 6'2" and he's way taller than me. So
When he stood up, I was like, oh.
Tori, you did like this. Tori, you did this. The whole night.
Listen, I was very excited to stand next to him. Okay.
Oh yeah. So you was 26. I told you.
We did also talk about that. So, you know.
Okay, so once again, we want to thank y'all for coming on. I'm glad y'all had a good time. Y'all have already set the bar high already for season 1. Never mind season 2. Yeah. So again, for those that are thinking about coming on, look at what the first date produced, and we hope it continues to grow. So for myself, for Miss Tori, for Cal, aka Mr. Blue, for my co-host Polka. We will see y'all next week with Sparks and his date, Miss Ariel, aka Keisha, after their date and get their update. So see y'all next Thursday, 7 o'clock. Peace.
7 p.m.